I wouldn't be here tonight talking to you if it weren't for phenomenal actions of a leader. A leader. Who's a leader? I've got the book, I've got the documentaries, I'm the big public speaker, I'm the public face. Am I the leader? Well, if I am or I'm not, it's not relevant. I'm dead, I'm down a hole. Who's the leader? The leader's a humble guy sitting in a tent that wouldn't say boo to a fly, who steps up to the plate, takes the actions that brings me here tonight. We've descended from the Victory Glacier and we're abseiling down. If you've done any ice climbing or rock climbing, this is a rope and this is a harness. And with the harness, you use this thing called a belay device. And the belay device quite simply acts like a brake and it flows freely, or you pull it up like this and it doesn't flow. And you can moderate that flow so it's faster or it's slower. I'm emphasising here the controls that we had the day prior. We finished this day of descending these ice cliffs down to this base. We make camp. We look ahead and we see there's a great big crevasse. A crevasse is an opening in the ice, and as we know, the average ice thickness is 3,000 metres, so an opening in the ice goes quite a long way. It wasn't safe to cross it that night, so we did the right thing. We made camp. We used our ice picks and we dug with our ice picks a flat ledge. Nice sign, that Subaru. Even in that, by the way, with regard to this luck that we begin our life, I mean, yeah, I've got a tent, there's my tent over there, but I used yours tonight. I saw it as I walked in here. I observed that there was already a Subaru tent. What do I ultimately want? Well, I'd quite like, in fact, I'm going to Antarctica in about 15 days. I quite like Subaru to be my sponsor. So I thought, ever the opportunist, why don't I grab a Subaru tent, see how it feels, put it here, bring it up in the conversation, let's see where it goes. At any rate, where was I? I'm digging this little ledge here, right? Dig this ledge here. And when this tent is safe, then you take the excess snow and you put it behind the tent to make a wall, so it's safe. We wake up the next morning, it's blowing 60... Oopsie days, bloody Subaru tents, I tell you what. don't take them anywhere, but they're great for the beach. At any rate, Jay's in this tent, you see, and the next morning woke up and it's blowing about 60 knots, like 100 kilometres an hour. And I said, Jay, mate, it's not safe to walk today. Let's stay put. Stay put. I'll step out of the tent and I'll go over to the kayaks, which are screwed into the glacier over here, and I'll get the lunch. That's all I did. I walked 20 steps from there, over here, to the kayaks. And I'm getting the extra food, and I'm getting the extra ropes to strengthen the tent, so that, in fact, I made that do that. Because when it's windy, the tent caves in like this, completely over you. And so I went over there to get some more rope to pull the guide ropes out so it wouldn't cave in. Well, Jay's sitting in the tent there. He's looking at his clock, he's saying, where's Pete? He's been out there a while. 10 minutes goes past. He opens up the zip of the tent, and he looks out, and he sees that his mate's gone, and so are the kayaks. He looks up the mountain and he sees like a giant ice cream scooper has scooped the rock and the rubble and the ice away, leaving nothing and taking everything. And he knows that his mate must be in one of two places. Either Pete was taken by that avalanche and he's been buried at the bottom of the mountain and he's dead, or he's been taken by that avalanche and he's been thrown in that crevasse, which we saw the night before. The extraordinary actions that this ordinary person did are quite fantastic. And I put him up for a bravery award, and I hope this country gives it to him. He's packed up the tent, packed up the essential, put it on his back, and does not a controllable descent, he does a one-way trip to a dead friend. He takes his ice picks, he doesn't take the harness, he doesn't take the rope, he can't do that because I fell too far. He takes my ice pick and his ice pick, and he does a backward climb to a dead friend. He comes down there and he sees that I've got broken bones in my feet, crushed pelvis, suspected broken back, every rib on the left-hand side broken, fractured skull, bleeding from the nose, ear and mouth, and pretty severe brain damage. Most of that's Jay's assessment. With regard to the brain damage, you already knew that. He went to school with me. For the next 3 days, Jay lies on me to give me his body temperature so I didn't die of hypothermia. At least that's his excuse. It was a boarding school. I'm a bit worried about the hand holding down at the beach yesterday. He comes down there and he climbs back up, spending 8 hours to go back up to the surface, and he makes a radio call to the yacht Toluca. The yacht Toluca is our support vessel. Roger, the skipper for the vessel, answers the radio and says, "Yeah, good on you, Jay, congratulations, we've got champagne and we've got chocolate cake." And Jay-Z says, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, Pete's been taken by an avalanche and we need help." Now, we're talking tonight about luck and leadership and actions of people. You know what Rog does? And quite often it's about what you don't do that defines you as opposed to what you do. You know what Rog says? He says no. Fantastic call. No. No, Jay. Pete's going to die. Like from what he said and they went through. He's going to die. He's lying in a pool of blood, ice at the bottom of 50 metres down. That's 14 stories of a building that I fell. Why I lived, I don't know. Ask my neurosurgeon. We don't know. But I lived. Maybe to bore you to know. Maybe I've got a message about luck and about the actions of people who might come with you on this journey through life. But my moral that I'd like to leave with you is this, is time and time again, surround yourself with fantastic people and put it out there. Articulate it, put it out there and spell it out there. What I say is gotta. It's not Alcoholics Anonymous. Gotta. Set a goal, observe the reality. Oh, there happens to be a tent there. I might just grab that with Subaru branding. Think of the solution, and here's the hard one. And here's the one that holds most people back. Act! Do it! Step up to the plate. Take the actions. Change your life. Change somebody else's life. Actually act on it. And you know what holds most people back from actually acting and going through with it? Fear. And you know what kind of fear it is? There's only 2 types of fear. There's real and there's perceived. You know which one there's more of? Perceived. Perceived fear is holding the world back. It's holding you back. What fears are holding you back? I've shared with you a few of mine. I came out of there, I was brain damaged. I was a public speaker, I couldn't speak. I saw a speech therapist for a year just to learn how to speak again and how to hold my tongue, how to control my thoughts, how to meditate. I meditated before I came up here today to talk to you. I have to do that, but I acknowledged that and I made the change that I had to make. You know, there's a Harvard University lecturer I heard once tells this story. He's talking to these Harvard graduates, so they're high intellect people like your good selves. And he says, "I've got this jug. I'm going to end with this story. I've got this jug." And he gets this jug and he fills it up with these oranges, you see. And it's overflowing with oranges. And he says, "Is it full? Is it full?" No, you're shaking your head. Why isn't it full? Looks pretty full to me. I can put some more stuff in there. Okay, I'll put some more stuff in there. Here we go. I just happen to have some tan bark with me. I promise I'll sweep it up. So I fill this up with tan bark. No worries. It's overflowing with tan bark now. Is it full? Is it full? No? I could put water or something. Okay, fine. I won't do the same thing, I promise. Okay, it's overflowing with water. Pretend. It's overflowing with water. What's the moral of the story? Yeah, he said. He agrees. Yes, you can always squeeze something else in. That's true, but it's not the moral of the story. You know what the moral of the story is this? The moral of the story is this. If you don't put the big things in first, you'll never squeeze them in. You, this company, your actions, to become the most customer-centric company in the car market, in this industry, in this country, is a phenomenal goal. It's a big goal. And it's worthy of putting in this jug of our life. Don't let the small stuff steal the most precious commodity we've got, our life on this earth. Thanks for your time.